Headbang if you'd like. Well, good morning, everyone. It's Zach with Katy Country. We got Big Dave from Mad Rock 1025. He's over across the hall, but he's in the other room from me. There's the whole padlock thing, not wanting me to come in the studio just because I'd just be disturbing him. And then we have our friends from the Sherman Independent School District, where they're building Bearcats every single day. And so, Kimberly, we'll start with you. Why don't we go around the room and everybody introduce yourself and what you do at SISD?
Hi, I am Kimberly Simpson. Thank you guys for having us. It's always a pleasure. And I'm the Director of Communications. And so basically what I do is communicate all the wonderful things that are happening within Sherman ISD. So thank you so much for allowing us to be here this morning.
Hi, I'm Dolores Dow. I'm the principal of Fred Douglass Early Childhood Center. So glad to see you, Zach and Dave.
Hi, and I'm Nancy Young. I'm currently the principal at Jefferson Elementary, but next year I'm already partnering with Miss Dow, but I will be the principal for the newly opened Perrin Early Childhood Center in Sherman ISD.
Well, what about that?
Growing. I know, growing so big, got to have two now, right? So that's awesome.
Do need to have two.
Love it.
It is going to be great.
Now, before we talk about what we came on here to discuss today, Mrs. Dow, are the hallways somewhat normal now since I'm out of there?
Well, yes, because we have no visitors, so things are going well.
All right. Well, that's good. So I was talking to Kimberly a couple of days ago because Sherman ISD has announced early childhood registration and kindergarten roundup dates. And I know we normally have y'all in the studio to talk about this. And ladies and gentlemen, there's Alan Fremont.
Hey, good morning.
Yeah, we technically started a few minutes early, so we can't blame him for showing up late. Yeah.
I thought this could be an April Fool's joke. I wasn't.
It was only on you. It was a joke on you. We're not going to let Alan be a part of it.
Thank you.
So go ahead and explain to everybody that's on here today about the early childhood registration and kindergarten roundup.
So I'm going to start off just by saying that next week, our pre-application process for our pre-K programs, pre-K, Head Start, and Early Head Start will open up. And one of the things that we really want to focus on is that the pre-application process is online, conveniently online. So parents can visit our website, shermanisd.net/pre-K, and they can get all of the wonderful information, the requirements, the documentation that's going to be needed to complete the pre-application process. Now, here's the thing. The pre-application process will be open from April 6th through the 13th. And then on the 14th and 15th, you're going to bring in your documents in person to the old Sherman High School. And I'm going to let Dolores talk a little bit about that whole entire process. But what I really want to reiterate right now is that next week, our pre-application process for pre-K will open, as well as Kindergarten Roundup. Now, Kindergarten Roundup is also online. It will be online from April 6th through the 23rd. So it's two things going on. You got your pre-K application process, which starts on April 6th. We also have Kindergarten Roundup, which starts on April 6th through the 23rd. Now, the good thing about Kindergarten Roundup is that everything is online. It's just the enrollment process. But we want to go ahead and get our parents focused on going online, shermanisd.net/kinder, looking at the qualifications, all the documentation needed for that, and enrolling your child for kindergarten for the 2021-2022 school year. So we have a lot of moving pieces right now within Sherman ISD because, as you all know, we are planning to open up in a traditional sense with welcoming our students back in person. Our fingers are crossed. As you all know, we're on a downturn with COVID, which I don't think anybody is upset about that. So with our fingers crossed, we're hoping to welcome back our students in person. And in order to do so, we got to get everybody registered. So Kindergarten Roundup begins on April 6th through the 23rd online, shermanisd.net/kinder. And pre-K application process begins on April 6th through the April 13th. shermanisd.net/pre-K.
So can we talk about some of those requirements? I know you can go online to the website and get all of that. You know, a lot of folks who are watching or maybe watch after we're live already and done with this, but like, what is the age group? Because I always say, of course, it's been so many years now. I hate saying this and how old I am now that my kids are in college, but it's been so long since I went through that process. I mean, the next time I'll get to do this is when I have grandkids, right? To help the kids get this through. So like, what is the age of kindergarten? I forget.
So kindergarten, you must be 5 by September 1.
5, you got to be 5 years old by September 1st. Okay,
yes.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for pre-K, you must be 4 by September 1. And if you're applying for Head Start, you must be 3 or 4 by September 1. So September 1's that important date.
Right. And then, so the how are you going to split that? And I'm sure this is probably in some of the packet, the information, like you have the 2 locations now. So everybody was kind of used to just going to the 1. So I guess you guys had lots and lots of meetings of, okay, here's the line where we're going to go. And, you know, the people who live here are going to go to this one and the people that go here, or is it based on other factors?
Dolores, you want to answer that one?
Sure. So I can answer it basically. The Head Start classes will be out at Parent Early Childhood Center.
Yay.
There will also be some pre-K classes out there. There will also be some special ed classes out there. And then here at Fred Douglass, we will have pre-K classes. We'll have some special ed classes. We'll also have bilingual classes. So I'm not sure about the lines yet. That is coming from the district. So I really can't answer that for you.
Yeah, it's probably in a packet somewhere. I'm sure somewhere.
Well, I mean, that is simply it's Highway 75, right? They just split. No,
no,
it's not that.
Is it even that way?
And this is why Dolores and Nancy and Kimberly work for the school district, and Zach plays country music.
That might be a good thing.
I press a red button and a green button. That's all I'm able to do.
And he messes that up.
I know that the district will be looking closely at all the families that are registering and the address and line it up for the maximum number, you know, so that if we need buses, if we need to look at where our kids actually live. And because this is the first year that these little people are coming to school, they're not already in our system yet. So we're going to study carefully the demographics to make sure we get everybody in the school that fits them best.
Well, as we said, we are super excited about our friends at Sherman ISD growing to the point where you've got to have 2 locations for the little ones now. That's super exciting for you. Of course, Kimberly, you know what this means. I mean, you already didn't get a sleep to begin with, and now you have another location to deal with, so you're really not going to get any sleep. Make sure everybody knows.
That is, with Nancy and Dolores leading the way, we're going to be really good. These 2 ladies have done a phenomenal job in their leadership roles, and that's only going to continue on. And one of the good things that they can touch on is the fact that they're already partnering. Fred Douglass Early Childhood Center has made Sherman ISD a leader in early childhood education. So Nancy and Dolores have been working together, and she's literally taken the blueprint from Fred Douglass and just transitioning it over to Parent. So the wonderful programs, the wonderful educators, all of that is going to be at Parent as well. So we're going to have essentially 2 of the same campuses with great leaders. So it's going to be a great event, a great experience for our students, and it's really speaking to the fact that Sherman ISD is expanding, and we're able to really hone in on the fact that we're providing a great education for our students in our community. So it's exciting.
So Kimberly, do us a favor here. So give us not the email address, but the website address one more time for the parents and grandparents and guardians that are out there and need to get their little ones signed up for this.
Right. So everyone can always go to our main website, shermanisd.net. To get to the pre-K enrollment information, it will be shermanisd.net/pre-K. And for our Kindergarten Roundup information, it will be shermanisd.net/kinder.
Perfect. Well, Dolores and Nancy and Kimberly, thanks again for joining us. I think we covered everything, didn't we? I mean,
Super.
I think we did. We did. We thank you guys for having us and letting us promote our early childhood programs.
Yeah, and thank you all for doing such a great job of creating a next generation to have to take care of us, because you know that's what's happening, right? They're going to be the ones taking care of the kindergartners.
I certainly hope
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
Ellen, we started early because you missed everything. So You'll have to go back.
We all did this was an example of early Head Start, I
Yes,
think.
we were early. Yes, we were early in starting.
Right. And I was the
Good
guy who
catch.
didn't get registered in time. Is that what that was all
Yeah.
about? Okay.
That's
That was
it.
it.
You got to
Good, you're-
Okay, Alan, it's okay.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
thank you, ladies, for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
See ya.